Shit. That's a little
I picked it.
risque to play at the top of the hour.
Yeah. Well, of course, Shelly picked it. She doesn't know better.
I don't know.
I love this song.
Welcome to the Claudia Jordan Show. Am I pigeons?
That's not the daddy we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't mean daddy as someone I'm screwing. I mean my father that owes me child support.
Right.
Shelly Rio. I don't know. Our topic, clearly you're an offering. Our topic tonight, where's your daddy? Shelly, where's your daddy? How does growing up fatherless affect your relationships? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We have special guests in the studio, but before we get to those people, who's in the house?
Tina Davina is here.
Who's in the house?
Flora is here.
Who's in the house?
Your girl Portia's in the house.
Who's in the house?
Shelly Rio.
And I'm Claudia Jordan. And my daddy wasn't shit.
Wherever he is, wherever the hell he is.
He was good for 10 years, married to my mom, and then he pretty much took off. But I only have like one memory of him. Like I remember him taking us to the beach one time, and we playing sad music. And not so much. And I know it definitely has a correlation on my relationships. Okay, so we're gonna should we introduce the studio guest already? Yeah, let's do it. In the studio, we have a fantastic singer. Real talents. Portia, I'm not talking about you right now. I don't mean, not a diss. I mean another person besides you.
Okay. Another singer in the house, yeah.
Song, album coming out?
Yes.
Was on the Foxhole last week. Give it up for Tidra Moses.
Hey, girl, welcome.
Are we clapping?
What
Clapping?
up? Oh, we snapping.
Clapping.
Clapping, snapping.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the coop. Welcome
Glad
to the
to
coop.
have you here. And also joining us, we have some testosterone.
Yes.
As Flo would like to say, nutsack.
Yes, a lot of balls in the air.
Yes,
Good
we
one.
do.
Yes.
A Foxhole favorite. He calls all the time.
He does.
H. Reed's in the house. Welcome.
Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Get a little closer to the mic.
Oh, here I am.
There we go.
Put your mouth
There you
on
go.
it. Now, a little background on H. Reed. He is a police officer by day, and he's an author. And he's a father of 2 boys. He's married. He seems very stable. So we needed that with this group.
Yes,
ladies.
Yes, we need
So
stability.
we'd like
Thank
to hear
you.
your perspectives from both of you. Let's go around the room. Father or no father? All right? Tina Davina.
I grew up without a father.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Hence the bisexuality.
Wow.
Laura.
Break it down.
I'm no longer. I am one
no.
actual now.
Yes. Yes. She is just asexual.
Wow.
Laura Santiago.
No father. Grew up with no father.
The bitterness.
No father. Hence, yes, I would have to agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Tidra Moses. Father or no father?
Father till 14. Then no father.
Part-time daddy.
Part-time daddy.
Okay, we'll get to that. Portia Coleman. Father or no father?
No father, but a big brother who was like a father.
Okay.
So
But you got the daddy's voice and bass.
I did.
Yeah, who
My
needs
voice
a
might
dad?
be lower than my father's. I'm not sure. Yes.
Shelly Rio.
Yes.
Crickets.
I have no parents.
We're your parents, Shelly. We.
Do you know who your father is?
No. I have a picture of him, though.
Really?
Yes. My mom's brother gave me a picture of him when I found my mom's first side of the family. And he was very dark and had an 8-pack. And he liked to do kickboxing.
Nice.
Found out.
Father sounds hot, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
you're father. Claudia's tight.
You can find him, though. Hey.
Okay. And H. Reed, father or no father?
There. Pop was there.
And look, a success story.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. Good example.
Shelly, so you're really an orphan. We joke with you all the time. So explain how that happened.
How it happened?
Yes.
Well, my mom died when I was 3
Of
kidney failure. She was on drugs. My dad was on drugs. And
what was their drug of choice? You know, was it
don't
like
know.
heroin, weed,
Honestly,
pot?
I have no
Weed.
Crystal meth?
I'm sure it wasn't weed. It wasn't weed. I know.
Well, that's
that.
hardcore
It's a
stuff.
gateway drug, though.
Okay. And
Ecstasy? Ecstasy's fun. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's a sad one.
From what I know, when I hit the agency that I was placed in, they said that my dad, they said they met my dad once, and they asked him to sign his rights away if he didn't want me because my mom died. And he was supposed to come back the next week and never came back, and so they don't know what happened. My mom's first side of the family told me that he was married with 2 kids, and he cheated on my mother. But as far as the agency knew, they said...
Wait, he cheated with your mother? Your mother was a mistress?
He cheated on my... Oh, yeah, cheated with my mother. She was a mistress.
So then he, like, abandoned... So he didn't want to claim you after that?
Yeah. But the agency told me something different, that he wasn't married, no kids. So I honestly don't even know.
That's awful.
Is he alive? You know?
I don't know.
Wow.
Damn. I'm sad, Shelly Rio. Well, you know what? Foxhole listeners out there across America, If you know who Shelly Reel's dad is, give us a call. Please call in 8772-106-106. If you find him, we got 2 Jamie Foxx tickets to the concert, to whatever city he's in, and maybe backstage passes. All right?
You don't
That's what I'm going to do for you, because you're a girl.
Thank
I
you.
got you.
I'm going
All
to paste
right.
his picture on my Facebook.
These are free tickets, Claudia. These are free tickets. You don't have to pay for these.
Maybe, well, he was about my dad, so he want me to give him good tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now. She's just trying to weed them out. Come, have them come out.
They won't be in the orchestra section, but okay.
They can at least hear them.
H. Reed, so you grew up in a very stable home?
No.
No.
My pop was there. My parents divorced when I was about 3 or 4 years old, and I stayed with my mom till I was about 10. My dad had visitation. Everybody lived in the same city, so I was able to see my father on a regular. But as a child, when I was in the mama's boy's age range, I was there with my mother. She had a job that was going to move her out to Chicago, and Pop wasn't having that. So he came and scooped me up one Saturday and said, "You coming with me?" And I stayed with my dad ever since.
Your dad wanted you?
That's wonderful. Oh, wow. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's an interesting concept.
It's touching. It's very touching.
Shelly, how do you feel about that? Like, his dad really wanted him.
You know what? For me,
This is
honestly, it doesn't bother
therapy.
me.
I'm not clowning.
She
No,
wants a
but you know
tear.
what does bother? It doesn't bother me, but what does bother me is that my kid's father is not there, and I'm
Right.
like now, especially for my older one, I'm like now's the time he needs his dad,
Right.
and it sucks that he's not there. You know.
How do you feel having, ladies, to everybody, not having fathers in our lives have affected us in our relationships? I know I'll go first. I know I definitely look for men that, I gravitate towards my coaches and teachers that remind me of what a dad should be. And not in a sexual way, but in a, I want your approval. Like, when I would train and have male coaches, I would try extra hard to get their approval and get credit from them. I really, really sought that in men. So,
Right.
you know, I don't know. So, anybody want to chime in on that?
I grew up in a household of my mother and my grandmother. We all lived in the same house. It's hard for me to say what I was missing. My grandmother was psychotherapist, and it was, we were a very loving family and very playful. So I don't really know what I missed. It's hard for me to compare it to somebody that had a dad and said, okay, I should be like that. But I don't know.
Flora, your dad was with your mother. Interesting story. Tell the story real quick. A business transaction?
Yeah, it was actually a business
Your mother broke
transaction.
bread to get the sperm from your daddy, right?
Well,
Something like that?
Well, she needed a green card, so my father married her so she could stay in the country. But yeah, that's how they met.
She needed to be in the country.
Yes,
So she paid your dad, a black studly stud.
She did pay my father the womanizing.
Why'd she pick a black man, though?
Well,
She's Filipino,
it's
right?
not really that she picked him. He picked her. Her Asian friends were telling her, you know what, there is this black man that loves Asian women. You should go meet him because he will probably marry you and you could probably stay. And she was like, let me meet him because I need to stay. So that's what happened.
And after he got your mom pregnant, so they have
amongst other women, yeah.
So he decided to bounce. He's not been in your life.
Well, he was very violent towards my mom. Hit her a lot. So I think when I was about 6 months old, I went back to my mom took me to the Philippines, and he was looking for me. And
he was really violent with your mom. She's Asian.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she didn't do his nails right.
Oh,
my God. Cut the cuticles too back.
Isn't she sweet? She's the sweetest thing.
To all of our Asian listeners, we love
It's such
you.
a surprise. You're a beauty queen.
my
For the love of God.
I'm just saying.
No, I mean, that's just the way, like Tina, though, I don't see what I'm missing. I grew up in a household full of men. I had 6 brothers in a house. I didn't know where my dad was. Like, till this day, I don't even know if my father is alive or dead.
That's weird.
But the funny thing is when I was engaged to be married back in 98, I did try to look for my dad just to give him the heads up and maybe see if he wanted to give me away. But
He's like, I already did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pretty much. Why are you back?
Okay, that's when I looked for my dad. Right before I got married, that's when I finally asked my mom. I was like, "Hey, can you tell me who he is now? Because I'm about to get married.
Right.
I want him to walk me down the aisle." And their story is pretty similar. Like, they got married when she was I want to say 17, and then he hit her, and my grandmother took her out of the household when she found out and said, "You're forbidden to see him."
Just one time?
Well,
a quitter.
It was a pretty.
playing.
What I'm saying, it was a pretty big thing because her brothers went after him. It was kind of like a big family thing.
It was a bad hit.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It was
Exactly. It was like some serious shit. And she saw him anyway. She was like all sprung in love. Saw him anyway. Got pregnant, and then wouldn't. I guess she lied to her mom about who the dad was, and never told me and told anybody. And finally, 2000, I met him. He died 2006.
Oh wow. Well, we have a caller, Lauren from Houston. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hey, Lauren.
Say hello to Tidra and H. Reed.
Hi, Tidra. I love your music.
Thank you, darling. Hey, baby. How you doing?
And I forgot the other name. Was HCHG?
H.
Reed.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I wanted to about the topic. I'm 27, and my parents separated when I was about maybe 2, but he had a drug problem. he was like in and out of my life. I want to say he finally left like around age 9. And I guess when I was younger, I didn't really think about it that much, but looking back on it now, I tend to gravitate towards men who resemble him in a crazy way, who have like a rough edge, kind of like he did, and who aren't abusive. He was never abusive to mom, but just have like a certain dominance about him. But at the same time, I want them, because I think it kind of represents safety, making sure they're going to protect me and they're not going anywhere. And like, I don't know, I think him and my mother had a passionate relationship, but when he just got on the drugs and the crack or cocaine or whatever his drug of choice was, couldn't take it. So that's my take on it. I think it really reflects like what type of men I gravitate towards.
Yeah, that
which is not always the best thing.
Right. It's true that. This is Flora, and I totally agree with what you're saying with you trying to find that father figure in the man that you're with. Most of us are, most women, I think, are prone to believe that, the fathers are the protectors. So you do look for that quality in a man that you want to be with. Not so much, people would say not a father figure, but that protective, individual that will protect you from